Hi, my name is Brian, and I'm the HiPop Professor. Today I just got notice that we have a Beckett authentication order that is being returned to us, and so let's go ahead and grab that box and see how we did. Okay, so I just got this back from Beckett. I'm about to turn this around, crack this open, cut the tape, and we'll see what they did for us here. Okay, so there was a box inside the box. I went ahead and just cut the tape on this this one side. I have not opened it yet. And so let's go ahead and see what we did. Now, to be fair, I do see one that was not slabbed up here. I did look, I couldn't not look when I was getting these results back. I'm not very patient when it comes to that kind of thing, and honestly, that just takes a, I don't know how anyone, well, I do know how people wait to look, but I don't know. I wasn't that patient. I was too curious and had to know when I saw it was being shipped back to me, so. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the bad news first. Now, I was I was thinking about this. It is funny that there's when you're talking about grading order submissions, there are good good returns for authentication. I'm not sure that there's really only bad returns, and what degree of a bad return is it? So anyway, let's take a look at the one that did not get holdered. This is the one. There were a couple in here I was a little bit unsure about. This was the one I was most unsure about. This was the Mike Schmidt Diamond King Auto from '84. That all right. So yeah, this is a Mike Schmidt '84 Donruss Diamond King autograph. That this is one that I had originally purchased in a CAS holder. I am not an expert when it comes to autographs, but anyway, I guess this is why we stick with Beckett and PSA and JSA. But yeah, I do know that he had a lot of ghost signers for a lot of the TTM stuff from the 80s, early 90s, which, maybe that's what this is. At this point, now that this has now failed a second authentication attempt given by the same company, I think I might go ahead and either just I might give Outer Safe on Facebook a quick try there, and then if that's the case, might just have to cut it up and go from there. It's a shame too. It's I was really hoping that this would again, I don't have an eye. I have a fun time looking at the Outer Safe ones and making my own prediction. And on some players I'm pretty good with it, but on others I'm really not. And so yeah, so this is gonna have to just go there. Might have to cut it up, or what I might do is, until I can get an authentic one, I might actually write on the back of the card itself fake. I might actually do that. In fact, I might actually do a separate video about the fake autographs. I do have one from my childhood that I keep just for nostalgia's sake, but I did the same thing. I wrote fake on the back of it, so no one can try to pretend it's real. That's a different story, though. All right, let's take a look at this return. The ones that did get slabbed up. Here we go. This is it's an all-time Diamond Kings of Nolan Ryan. This is one that originally I thought, let me get out of this made in Taiwan bag. This is one that I purchased thinking that it was a pack-pulled certified autograph, because I saw on the Baseball Cardpedia page that the first 50 of these were pack-pulled autographs. The problem was it was the first 50 of the Studio series that are only numbered to 250, not 2,500. And so the fact that this is within the first 50 of the other print run, well, that is more coincidental. But it's a beautiful card, beautiful picture of him, nice artwork, beautiful bold auto. But this one, I do already have a Nolan Ryan signed Diamond King that I prefer because it's a playing days one as opposed to this one. So this is one that I probably will be moving along. But I'm really glad to get it slabbed up though, and so I can feel better about it. It's now washed, it's clean, and so it's authentic and everyone knows it. And so, yeah, this will probably be listed on eBay a little bit later. And now we get to some really exciting ones. A couple of these are some of the TTM returns I've had just last year. My first ever TTM order. Look at this beautiful Ryan Sandberg Diamond King. Beautiful bold one. Got that in there. Love it. From 92 and 93, these Donruss Diamond Kings. This one's from 93 with the greenback. And you know what? Let me go ahead and turn off this. I have a little fan here. There we go. That's better. Better for audio. Probably should just restart this video, but that's okay. We'll just keep it going. Here we go. Robin Yount. Woo! Look at that beautiful bold auto. I love it. Fantastic. I will say 92, 93, probably my very favorite sets, designs for Diamond King. I think they are just peak Diamond King. Ah, there is Larry Walker. Larry Walker. I will say, what a beautiful, beautiful signature. Now this one I picked up, actually this was on Facebook. There is a Diamond King autograph Facebook group specifically for the Dick Perez era years from between 82 and 96. And so this was one that was featured there. The guy actually had two of them. And so I said, I want one. Here we go. We have Paul Molitor, another one of my TTM returns. Great to get that slabbed up, get that authenticated. Fantastic. Fantastic, fantastic. Speaking of TTMs, here we go. Mike Messina from 94 with that beautiful, beautiful cracked ice. Fantastic. Look at that. He's a great TTMer. And he was, I was looking at stats of how many like top 10, top 5 Cy Young finishes that some of these guys had. And very underrated pitcher. John Smoltz. Fantastic. Another one of the bravest pitchers you can join. I have a Glavine. It's also from this 93 set. Now I have Smoltz from the 90 Donruss Diamond Kings set. Fantastic. I do love how these era players, you actually read their whole name. That's great. As opposed to the one big initial or a scribble that you get. Yes. Fantastic. Here's an old school Ken Griffey Jr. They already had the Beckett sticker on there, but this was a $15 special. I sent this whole order in on December 26th, and just got that back today. Look at this beautiful old school Ken Griffey Jr. autograph. Oh man, I love this card. I do have two of this card now. I have actually a more modern signature and a more old school one. I think I prefer the old one. I think it has more character. I think there's going to be fewer of them in the future. And so I just feel like I like the prospectus on the long-term population of these older looking autographs, especially older ones that are as bold as this one. It's not a 10 auto, but it is beautiful and it looks very, very nice. And of course, here's a Big Hurt Frank Thomas autograph from, again, another Dick Perez honorary Diamond King from Triple Play, Gallery of Stars. Looks a lot like the Diamond King. But, and this was one that was actually through, I believe it was through Treat Pro, and they just didn't have the Brooks Robinson COA with it. But yeah, I got this on eBay for, $20. I couldn't say no for that price. And so I love it. Love this stuff. These are kind of cards, man. I'm so happy just adding these back in to my collection, adding these to my Diamond King autographs. And, I don't even have all that many left that I'm really targeting and going for, but they're kind of rare. The ones that are left that I are missing are either guys like Barry Bonds or, I don't know. They're just ones that aren't going to pop up very often. A 94 Tony Gwynn. Good luck finding those. Okay, so as a fun little epilogue, with the one card that did not pass Beckett's authentication, I realized that it had technically passed CAS, whatever the heck that is, Although I looked on their website, and Steve Zarelli is actually one of the people who work with CAS, and I have a lot of respect for him. He has a YouTube channel, Zarelli Space Authentication, and he deals with authenticating astronaut and cosmonaut signatures, things like that. He has some excellent content actually about identifying auto pen signatures and all kinds of really cool things. And so check out his channel sometime, Zarelli Space Authentication. Anyway, but he's the kind of a guy, I'm not sure if he specializes in baseball per se, but he works with a team there, and I can tell you that he at least is quite good at what he does. I have a lot of respect for him, and so in light of this this failed attempt at getting Beckett to authenticate this, I decided to go a different route, and I decided to let to send this over to Outer Safe over at on Facebook. And it's a really great group that for $6, they basically will give you a quick opinion, only instead of paying like $10 to Beckett or PSA for theirs, they'll get back to you in like minutes a lot of times, and it's only $6. And so I said, oh, what the heck, let's just see what they would do. And I have a ton of respect for that team, has just incredible resumes. I would honestly put their judgment right up there with JSA, PSA, Beckett too. I find them, I think they are very reputable. And so I went ahead and submitted this one, and pleased to say that one of the members of the group, one of the admins, got right back to me and deemed this safe. And so I'm going ahead and I wanted to get this slabbed up, and by my goodness, with my Mag Pro, I can go ahead and make a custom label. Maybe not the prettiest label, but hey, it is. And so yeah, I've got a slabbed up, authenticated Mike Schmidt autograph. It is certainly live ink. It is not stamped on there. You can see it's it's actually it's on the card. It's on there. And so yeah, I think at least for now. Now at some point in the future, if PSA happens to have a ridiculously cheap authentication special, okay, I might see if I can get that more officially slabbed up. But for now, this is good. This is good. This works for me. I can live with this for now. This is fine. But I am glad to get at least a second good opinion for this one, and it kind of boosts my confidence a little bit, because I have purchased autographs before that are not good, and so yeah, that's not a very fun feeling, but it does offer a degree of redemption for this order, and so that's a happy, satisfying ending. So, all right, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.